Hi folks, Dan Holliday, speaker, coach, MC. In recent posts, I've been talking about build your own superhero using the WINS program, which stands for Why, Image, Normal and Story. And I've unfolded those a little bit before and will continue to develop the idea. The why is about the reasons why. A good reason why is a great motivation to do a thing. Image is about self-image, and when you create the self-image you need to move forward, to do this dream, to chase this dream of yours, or achieve these goals. Normal speaks about stepping outside of that box, stepping outside of your normal and embracing your new normal. Every time you have a win, every time you do something you've been wanting to do, include that in your new normal. And S is for story. When you write the story you want to live, then you can start to live the life you want. Now, Simon Sinek, in his best-selling book, Start With Why, tells a lovely story about motivation, about reasons why. He tells us about a fellow called Samuel Pierpont Langley. Back in the turn of last century, around 1900, Langley was a very educated man. He was a professor of mathematics, worked at Harvard, he was connected with the Smithsonian, and he had a list of wealthy and influential friends. The War Department made him a grant of $50,000, 1.7 million in today's money. They gave him this grant to achieve his goal of being the first man to fly an airplane. And with that money, Langley was able to hire the best and the brightest, bring them onto his team so that they could be the first to develop, build an airplane, so Langley could be the first person to fly an airplane. Now, a few hundred miles away in Dayton, Ohio, the Wright brothers, Wilbur and Orville, also had a dream. But they had a huge passion for powered flight. It wasn't about them being the first. The passion was for powered flight, and this passion inspired a dedicated group of friends to commit themselves to building an airplane. And history tells the rest of it. But we look to motivation in so many things that we do. We look to motivation to understand people's actions. When our kids muck up or do something silly, we ask them, why did you do that? Because we're trying to understand, was this something silly? Was it an aberration? Have they got a bad idea we need to correct? Or did something just go wrong? We want to know why. And this happens in law as well. Motivation, a reason why, can determine, it's a determining factor in guilt or innocence, in even the crime you're charged with, and in the degree of punishment. Let's imagine someone kills another person. Was it a fit of rage or anger? Was it just greed? Was it a robbery? Or was it self-defense? Now, each of those reasons gives us a different level of crime and a different degree of punishment, and is extremely important in understanding why someone did this action, why someone killed somebody else, and how we're going to deal with it and how they should be punished for that. Motivation is extremely important. Your reason why. Why is why so important? It's important because that is what drives us. If you want to make changes in your life, figure out why you want to change. And it doesn't have to be one little reason. It can be a string of reasons. It can be a number of reasons, all of them perfectly valid. And we're going to discuss this more a little bit later, but right now, that's all for now. Just think about why is why so important. Think about the reasons you want to change. Hold on to those reasons. Remind yourself of them, so that when it gets hard, when you start to think, why do I want to do this? Am I really doing it right? Go back to your why and understand why you want to do it. And that's a driving and motivating force. Thanks for listening. I'm Dan Holliday, speaker, coach, MC. Speak to you soon.